That's it.
Yep.
Doesn't say that on
Probably will take a while for the notification to come out. Just refresh it, maybe.
Yeah, I've just done it. It's good. Excellent. Introduce the stream, Jay.
Is it working for you? Because it's lagging for me.
Yeah, you might want to turn your Daytona stream off, mate.
No, I'm watching Daytona during the race. I don't care. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to PSGL F3 for the finale here at Mexico. Championship's been wrapped up. In fact, the championship leader isn't even here tonight, so we could get maybe a first-time winner. As far as I am aware, only 3 people currently in this race have actually won races this season, so we are in for a ride. Who says I am a flop, by the way?
I don't think anyone said you're a flop. I just put F for the flops in the chat because we're getting our flip-flops because we're going to the beach. It's the off-season. Where are you going during the off-season, Jamie?
Well, I'm taking the next flight to Daytona Beach after this race.
Yeah, I will be as well. But first laps are being set now. So obviously, guys, this is season 24, F3 PSGL, and it's the finale. As Big C has come into the PSGL sign-ups are open now. There'll be no more.
The sign-ups are open.
Yes, they are, and that means that basically we have got opportunities for anyone who's not in this division or this league to join, and you'll have an evaluation race, I believe, and when you have an evaluation race, you'll be put in a competitive league for your pace. This is an assist league. Assists are allowed in every division apart from F1. Is that right?
Yep.
So
what I do like about moving F5 to a Sunday means that the division will probably be slower for next season, considering that we're not going to have as many F3 pace guys in there, because, you know, if you're F3 pace and you can do Sundays, obviously you're going to get put in F3, aren't you? So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's the guys from Saturday, which was F5, as mine and Jamie, and we've obviously moved now. We probably won't be in F5 anymore. Well, you might be in F5, I don't know. I think you're too quick for F5. I want to win the title, so you're too quick for F5. That's it, you've got to move.
I want to win a race. And, I haven't won a race yet in PSGL. I know you haven't either, but I'm desperate for a race win. I have one pretty much taken off Hungary in FP this season. I want a race win.
Well, considering the fact that I nearly torpedoed you into turn 1 from about Narnia last night, I don't think that's going to happen.
That was good work to avoid that off.
Spag and chips. I launch that every week. You need to watch my YouTube channel. You need to see the POVs of the launching from last night. Last night, mine and Jamie's basically NASCAR racing of Suarez was F5 in a nutshell.
Racing, boys. Robbins racing.
Robbins racing. It definitely was that. It was a intermediate race last night in F5. If anyone didn't catch it, please go watch back on the stream, because it has a better turnout than this. And most of the guys in that league will be in this league next season, but it will be on a Sunday night.
I can name a few: IRL, Neon, Roscoe, Dodger, maybe.
Stephen Rogers.
Yeah, so I hope that we're not gonna have people like, well, nothing against Tim or Parish or anything, but yeah, you just too quick for F5.
Apparently, there's rumours going around the pit lane that this could be AMS's last ever race on a real league.
Ooh. And he's not even in the right car, he's in a Mercedes.
Mercedes. You should be alright. Spag and Chips is leaving, not using his data for PSGL.
But look at the Mercedes coming through the second sector. It's a pretty nice looking car. It's silver, it's green, it's black, and it's got that red star and the engine cover for Nicky Lauda.
Lickle straight in. You know. Don't say Stephen Rogers, only I do.
Stephen Rogers!
It's a bottle, bottle, bottle.
Did I do that right? Please say I did that
I
right.
don't know. Did I do it right? I don't know. Does this make me cool now?
I
Does this mean I get to be having the F1?
I didn't even know they shout Stephen Rogers.
he does say Stephen Rogers. This is the banter league. This is the last race of the season. This is literally the banter race. The two comms that are not. Yes, stream off. Well done. Excellent. Bye, Lickle.
Gonna miss you.
Well, we're gonna miss you. He's no longer. He's no longer our league admin. He's no longer commentating on F5, of course. Is he gonna commentate on F1 and be admin?
No, Owen Wyatt is commentating on F1. Lickle drives F1.
Just watched Jay Raybay go grass cutting, if there was any grass at Mexico, through the left-right chicane.
Yep.
Lickle's
Coming
to
through.
F4. Oh, well.
Coming into attack mode
We
corner.
can't.
Dre,
We don't
Dre's
care
going,
anymore.
Dre's going to get the attack mode to start his lap.
Yeah. Oh no, straight into the pits. Zex has retired from the session.
Tell you what, if I'm in F4 next season, I could do F. Wait, oh no, I can't. Scrap that.
Yeah, mate, all the same times.
if I'm in F6 next season, I could do F5.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do F6, otherwise I'll be down there. No, I'm racing F1, I'm no longer commentating. Oh, so Lickle's no longer doing any commentary anymore. That's a shame.
That is the big sad.
There's a lot of. It's going to be a change next season. It's the changing of the guard. There's no more Big C. AMS has got to stay.
Right,
I
so
think we should start.
There's no more Big C. Possibly no more AMS driving a car after him losing out on FP title. Who else is retiring? I swear someone else is retiring. That's pretty well
Game
known.
Freaker retired.
Oh yeah,
and he's not
gone.
here this week. So
He had the most sad way of ending a career when he collided with the already champion Bran.
Who isn't here tonight. So, I mean, if Phoenix wins, it will make the title look slightly less dominant. But I don't know where Bran will go next season.
For your driving, Lickle, well, for your racing in the future, watch out for Bran if he ever makes the step up to F1.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, like, it is possible he could be in F1 for next season because he chose Monday. I'm pretty sure he could be in F2.
I don't know. It's a big jump to F1, but I'm sure he'll be a. I mean, that was a great corner cut by Phoenix. Oh, late pit entry. So yeah, come and speak to us in the chat if anyone's actually still in the chat. This is what happens when you use your laptop. What's that? Where's the toxic tomatoes? F3 to F1 is a well-trodden path, apparently from AMS. AMS,
probably,
please do not retire. I cannot be the oldest.
Toxic Tomato is probably still hungover from a championship win.
Oh, did he celebrate it quite a lot?
Probably.
I would have done. I mean, I'll celebrate if I win a race. I've said this before. I might retire. If I win a race, I might retire unless I'm dominant.
Well, if I win a race, I'm only motivated to win more.
Yeah, I'm not really. I'm taking the John Lacey / Olivier Panis way of racing. Win one race and then never live up to it again.
Rob Kubica.
How many Giga Kubica? Yeah. How many single race winners are there in PSGL history? That's one for the Anoraks, isn't it?
Well, technically, I technically won that FP race at Hungary this season. I lost out on a BS penalty, but technically that meant I won the race. Even though I didn't.
AMS has said, I feel like the Ben Kenobi of PSGL at this stage. Everybody's dying. Yes, everyone is dying, but you will become Yoda. You have to become Yoda. You have to lead the Jedi, or lead the drivers. You have to give them experience and advice. You can't have Iron and Big C on the mics talking about Alison Hammond being at races. And we can't be dealing with that. And no, we can't have me shouting launch that every week.
Rain. I really think there is rain in this race, and if it is, I cannot wait, because there's going to be 10 drivers, and if it rains, it's going to be ending up with about 2 or 3 left at the end of it all. I remember there was an F2 race in Monaco a couple seasons back where there was like about 10 drivers starting the race, and it was a heavy rain race, and it's Monaco. So, what do you think was going to happen there? They ended up before the halfway point of the race with 2 drivers still left in it, and Pordy has gone very close to Phoenix this time.
Yeah, my money is on a Phoenix win with a Pordy second and a Mosmana King to cause a safety car.
I think Owen Wyatt will get on the podium today.
There's a lot of Jedi talk
not with those lines though.
There is a lot of Jedi talk in the stream chat now about who is the real master of PSGL, who's Yoda. All I need is that basically I would like somebody to teach me how not to continue my run of not scoring podium finishes. I would like somebody to teach me how to suddenly gain pace. I know this game is Mexico last night was the funnest race I've had all season, mainly because I didn't care and I had a wheel-to-wheel battle with a car that was much faster than the race. The 2 races I've enjoyed this season was Monaco and Mexico, which are 2 of my worst tracks.
But you still actually get good results in them.
Yeah, well, now an 8th and a 4th. I think I've got 2 4ths this season. A 4th and a 5th, maybe my 2 best results. But yeah,
I got 2 5ths this season.
Yeah, so you still finished in front of me in the championship by 2 points or something. I think both first 2 races we both DNF. It's ridiculous.
Suarez is quicker than me, and he probably has been quicker than me ever since he's joined PSGL, yeah. But ever since he has joined PSGL, despite being quicker than me, in the 3 seasons he has done, I've beaten him all 3 times in the championship.
They're all about to start their last laps as we waffle on, because the 10 drivers... Congratulations to the 10 drivers who turned up tonight. You have my eternal respect, and if any of you finish, you get points. So please all stay on the track, and please all be quite close to each other, which, looking at the times, you are not. The top 4 are a lot faster than the back of the grid guys. AMS, though, to be fair, what was his pace like in FP on Tuesday, is it?
He was in a Haas, wasn't he? He was in a Haas, though. Haas is actually overrated on this game.
Decent. We always like to know if someone's overrated.
And just to think, he was in a Haas and he finished 2nd, and I was in a McLaren on old mediums, and still finished 4th.
You did have the world swipe left, though, didn't you?
It wasn't my fault. I felt contact before my car moved, and that was because of the contact.
I felt contact for the contact.
What?
I'm joking, sorry. Don't worry.
Yeah. AMS is well off the pace. The big meow down the front straight away as Tibson has just aborted a lap. Phoenix has just shafted part of the chicane in the middle sector, and is Harry Warren still there?
I am still here, sorry. I'm just going through the chat. I was dealing with my my laptop wanting to turn itself off, which was interesting. And then I realised that I had plugged the charger in without turning it on, which is always handy.
Weather update, it's raining. Weather update. Right, so Daytona 500 weather update. There could be a couple of rain delays in this, what I'm seeing.
Oh, is it actually raining?
No. It's raining, according to Google, it's raining at 6 o'clock.
AMS nearly into the wall.
But look at his second sector, he is quick through there right now. That rear end's all over the place, though.
Yeah, that's not... I mean, that doesn't look fun to drive, but the 1 lap pace will be there. Across the line. He lost a lot of time. He went faster than what he'd done.
P6, PC, yeah, no, P6.
Oh no, oh Sondra, did you crash? Yes, Zexa just retired, I think, LM48. I think he decided that he was going to crash in the race proper, rather than give you the
Oh,
satisfaction of crashing in qualifying.
Sondre's gonna flip.
Will anyone do the Rowan barrel roll?
Which was basically Alex Peroni.
Pretty much. Pauldy out on his out lap. Phoenix is about to start his flying lap with 79% ERS. Sensational.
No, just a nice alternative strat. Fair enough. Like, if you don't qualify on time, you start at the top 10 and you get...
And just want to make this very clear, nobody spoil the weather. I will say this again, please nobody spoil the weather, no weather spoilers. I like to be as blind as David Croft.
There's weather on the spoilers.
It's good. The fact that AMS is on a set of mediums does make me think, though, it is dry.
Imagine if Sondre won.
Imagine if anyone other than Phoenix or Pauldy won.
Or F3.
Yeah. I mean, Tipson's been doing quite well recently. He's in good form. He's got to be confident going towards the next game. If he doesn't get moved up, I think Tipson could be fighting the guys coming up from our division for the title next season. Also, another disappointing one who's not here this week is Nexus Iceman. Obviously, last week, Jay kept his win. We had the best race of the season last time out of Suzuka. Jay kept his win in the end. So,
finish.
Yeah, I was as well.
And Phoenix just extended the pole time.
LM48 says it's a snowy race, HMFC. I would like snow. Maybe snow should be on the game. We had snow
Praga.
at Spa last year. Oh, is it Praga? Hello, Praga.
Yeah.
Are you coming back to F5? Just that'd be a standard PSGL move, is to tighten up the divisions and bring someone dominant in just to obliterate the field. It's like balance of performance at the bottom.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work.
This has been like one non-dramatic Q3 session.
Yeah, AMS, you really did nearly bin it through the middle sector. It was unbelievable. I mean, I have no idea how you kept it out the wall. And Owen Wyatt on the middle of the track there with the wheel off.
Yeah.
I mean, what a way to end the session. And that's going to be a busy night for the busy couple of seconds in the downtime screens for the Toro Rosso or Alpha Tauri. I'm extremely going to say this right now. Whoever commentates on the next game, it won't be on the next season, season 25, but whoever commentates on F1 2020, good luck not calling the Alfa Romeos and Alpha Tauris round the wrong way. Good luck with that. David Croft.
Calling Alpha Tauri Toro Rosso.
Yeah, I don't know.
By the way, that's a really nice looking car.
It is an extremely nice looking car. But anyway, run through the grid quickly. Phoenix from Pauldy from F3. Iron White, Tipson, Morsman King, J Ray, AMS, and I forgot to do the others, but we'll do that on the formation lap.
It doesn't matter.
Jay, while I've got you here, I just want to say that it has been a pleasure to commentate with you over the last 2 seasons, and this is a shame. So our commentary time has come to the end. Thank you for everyone who has ever watched one of our streams, and yeah, hopefully we'll be back in the future. But we're both still very active in driving cars, and that takes precedent at the end of the day. That's why you like the game, in my opinion.
Yeah. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. I know that I nearly walked out in this back in Bahrain, but yeah, for now, this is the last race, and let's hope we enjoy it.
Oh, I always enjoy watching these guys go wheel to wheel. Hopefully we'll hopefully it won't be crashing. Crashing is the fun part. Hopefully there won't be any
Crashing's the fun part in F1 games because no one gets hurt, even if the car flies into place and back. It's
a very unusual grid, isn't it, to see a Williams on pole from all the cars have,
and then an Alfa
all the cars have magically reappeared. They all left my screen.
It's like a reverse grid. You got your Williams, Alfa Romeos, Toro Rossos, and Renaults at the front, and at the back you got your Ferraris and Mercedes.
I really don't like the mini map being on. I only like it on the pit stops.
Yeah,
it's quite good for the stream.
So a dry race, you've got 7 drivers starting on softs. AMS qualified on mediums. Zexa and Shoaib didn't qualify, which means they get free choice of tyres. They've opted for a set of mediums, which should mean that we're going dry for out. And meanwhile, I'm going to get a drink. I'll be back in a sec.
Oh, I'll do the covering. So yeah, so obviously last race of the season. If anyone's still in the chat, send us your questions. I mean, I would like to say that I think that this season has been a great season in terms of racing quality in F3. We've had some surprise winners, but Bran obviously dominated the championship, and that's not great for turnouts. And hopefully next season we get 6 divisions. If there are going to be 6 divisions, I'm not too sure. If there's going to be 6 divisions, hopefully we get 20 drivers. So what's that? 120 drivers ready to fight every single week. I am back in time. You are back in time. For the start
of this race and for the start of the Daytona 500.
Praga has turned around and said to me, "What lap will Sondra crash?" Or Sondre, brother. Crash.
First lap.
First lap. Well, you can take it for the last time, and I'm going to ride on board with Mr. Bottle himself, Mr. Zexa.
Yep.
Why did it do that?
Right, so we got 1 light, so we got 2 lights, we have 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5. And for one final time, it's go. Pawnee's got the better start. Actually, F3's got a better start from both of them. The toe is going to help him carve through the middle of Phoenix and Pawnee, and Owen Wyatt is now... Look at Owen Wyatt on the outside.
F3 wide into turn 1.
Round goes F3. Morzarman King is into third. We've got Phoenix off the track. Owen Wyatt could easily take the leads from Phoenix here and Owen Wyatt. What an amazing start already. Owen Wyatt leads the way from Phoenix and Morzarman King in third. 8 cars managed to get through to first corner. Zexa actually lagged back a little.
I cannot believe, watching that online, what I just saw from Morzarman King. Round the outside, he basically followed the line that I took last night through the first corner, but behind him, AMS tried to follow him through and had the whole field turn in on him.
Yep. So yeah, you see, basically 6 cars still in this, but there is going to be a DRS train if they keep within a second of each other.
What I like to see is there's some guys here who normally are nowhere near the front. It's nice to see Owen Wyatt, obviously a fellow commentator. He commentates on F1, doesn't he?
Yep, and he's also a very good commentator.
Well, he's about to be gobbled up by SSR Phoenix down into turn 1. Will he launch it? He won't launch that.
Not quite gobbled up.
More like spat out.
Yeah.
No real battle so far, other than the one for the lead.
Basically.
Oh, he's gone wide.
Who? Wyatt.
Owen Wyatt, yeah, just run a little bit deep into that corner.
Yep.
He got that line, that really tight, nice line for the second part of that corner, and Tibson's all over the back of Morzarman King already.
Morzarman King is rather dropped off the back of the legions, and his rear end is looking very, very loose.
Yes, looks like he's gone for a diarrhea setup, shall we say?
Basically. Apparently there's going to be a bit of rain coming towards Daytona for the Daytona 500, but it's not big rain. It looks like the biggest bit of rain is going over the north of Florida, which is nice to see if you want the racing to get... Oh, for goodness sake, they brought them to the pits. We're not going to get going for a while
Here
there.
We go, Phoenix!
Phoenix is going to lead. We've got Morzarman King going defensive against Tibson in the other Toro Rosso.
Tibson right round the outside. Owen Wyatt half spins. Don't know if there was contact there. He done it all by himself. And that's kind of helped Phoenix get away. Look at the gap he's got. Found 1 second straight away, and I think that might be it for the race. but Morsman King has a little look to the inside of Owen Wyatt and decides better of it. But Timpson is all over the back. Another man, we haven't mentioned him so far, is Pauldy sitting there in 5th position, looking ready to start to make some moves.
Yep. And I tell you what, this race could get entertaining, but Phoenix is already gone. Which, please slow down, it's our last race. I don't want it to be a ball fest where someone just dominates.
Owen Wyatt,
look at that.
Sideways through the middle sector, and 2 cars are through just like that.
Morzama King was one of them.
Oh, that was elbows out from Owen Wyatt there. Be interesting to see if he dives for the pits. Because that back end, I don't know if the tyres have gone, but he's made 2 mistakes in a lap. And
Phoenix
with DRS,
is gone.
DRS surely Pauldy's going to get Owen Wyatt here to go to 4th position. And in front of him, we've got another DRS
second.
race.
Morzama King drops out of that 2nd position.
Oh, he turned down on him now. Oof. There's going to be some carbon fibre bills going around here, and look who's just suddenly started to get on the back of this battle. Mr. Tyre Saver himself. The fastest Canadian in PSGL.
Mr. Jure Bay. Ferrari driver number 1. Ferrari driver number 1 sitting back in P6 right now.
Talk about a former Canadians, Morsman King. Even though he's not Canadian, he's driving Lance Stroll's car. And
someone just
the rear end.
Porty spun it round.
Wow.
And someone else, Zexa, spun it round. So bottle hog's in effect as well.
I was going to say maybe it's tyre wear, but Zexa's on the harder tyre, the medium tyre. Will it be a safety car?
No, it's just
it won't
spin.
be.
Just a spin for both. Won't
No
even get a
contest.
VSC for that.
No. Owen Wyatt on the back of Morsman King, that'd be a slam dunk.
Easy peasy.
When he launched it straight back on him, Valentino Rossi style, that'd be a launch from a long way back. No, he didn't. But Jay's right on the back of them now. The battle for the podium is really interested.
Morzama King goes defensive, but is powerless to prevent the Canadian, is he?
No, he's got to turn in. That was
making Murray Walker type mistakes.
Yeah, that was a hard swipe right. That was a firm no.
Basically. And tell you what, Dre's getting loose, sir. Is that car looking to spin out? Morzama Kings are everywhere.
3 seconds. Time penalty for the track extent.
Is Timpson closing in on Phoenix by any chance?
No.
I mean, just give it a couple of corners. It's a slow section.
What was the gap? Was it 2.6? I haven't been looking at the gap.
2.7. Yeah, he's gone. Right. So, which is the closest spot right now? It's AMS and show Mr. Chalaba. Actually, Morzama King is within 2 tenths of Owen Wyatt. Morzama is on a roll.
He is, really. Felix has had a bit of a innocuous start, but he's made his way back up. Morzman King launches it to the inside in front of us, but doesn't manage to make it work.
Yeah, these two Toro Rossos are going to be up for a safety car. If they want to win one, if they want to win the race, it's going to be the final race of the season, surely.
I'd expect that, but I think Phoenix is well and truly gone, showing all of his skills of why he'll be racing in the race of champions, I presume.
Yep, and Drebe is wide. Allow Felix to catch onto his rear.
Oh,
Dre's loose again.
Very close. Pauldy and Zexa, I'll give him credit there. They're both continuing at the back of the field, hoping for the safety car. F3 on J Ray here. A very easy pass down the DRS highway on the front straight. And
Paulie made a stop.
Owen Wyatt and Mosmana King were side by side through the first corner there. And they're going to be back side by side into the braking zone. Oh, this is going to be a T-bone.
This is the stuff you love to see in the last race.
You love to see it. Panel body swapping. What's the worst they're going to do? Give you a race ban.
The age-old head of AMS has just received a first penalty of the day. And Owen Wyatt is all over the place. And Mosama King is right all over the place because he's in the wall.
Front wing damage, I presume.
Yep. That's such a shame as well because he was having such a good run out there.
He was. He caught the inside curb. It's sort of like a little inside auto swing curb. Very pace. He's got no grip. And now he's going to be gobbled up by the man that's helped. He's gone to the pits. Because the man who has helped his teammate win the Constructors' Championship, Felix, with some good F3 HD, or Felix, as we like to call him, has been very, very consistent this season of racking up top 5 finishes to help Brown win the Constructors' Championship as well. But he has got the man in form, the man who won the last race in controversial fashion, Mr. J. Ray Bay, there behind him.
Yep, 91 on a Ferrari. You know you gotta get the back end of the Tifosi when you have a 91 on your car. And you're wearing red.
Reminding them of a very bad season for them in 1991, a season where they sacked Alan Prost mid-season for moaning about the car.
And instead put in Morbidelli.
Was it Morbidelli?
Yeah.
I think Morbidelli was full-time for 2. I think they put Ivan Capelli, didn't they?
No, it was Morbidelli. Capelli was in for 1992.
Ah, right, that's why I'm confused. And as we're prattling on about real F1, Felix pits. And I tell you what, look at how close to the podium Mr. Shalabar is. Obviously goes now 3rd with the pit stops of Tibson and Felix, but he's on the best tyre, and AMS on the alternate strategy. And J-Ray will have to defend the inside and to the outside and all the way round, maybe. Not quite.
Nope. J-Ray's like Ryan Newman, you can't get past him. He won't let you pass. And
look at all of the experience, the directorship from Mr. AMS.
Owen Wyatt's on a set of hards. He's going to the end, if that's possible. He's just overtaking F3. It's a long way to go, surely.
Yeah, but what I'm guessing he's hoping is it'll be late in the race for a late safety car, because then he can come in and put the softs on.
Yeah. I tell you what, look who's in 4th as well as the guys in 3rd and 2nd too.
I think Tibson's going for a 2-stop.
I think most of them
He's come in and put another set of softs on.
Yeah, I think the ideal strategy is a 2-stop, because mediums don't make it to the end, and the Phoenix, just made that clean.
So into the pits goes Jay Raybay. Let's see what Jay puts on. He's put a set of the mediums on. So Shalabar, Mr. Shalabar leads for the first time. Phoenix comes out as well with a set of softs on. So, and Zexa has been overtaken, as I say that, by Tibson. Who look at the power of the undercut. Look at Phoenix. The undercut is massive.
Oh, jeez, it is as well. But bear in mind that Tibson's been running on those quicker tyres.
For 1 lap though. Yeah. Look at that. Look at how much time he's taken out of him in 1 lap. The power of the undercut. And that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting for later on in the race. Because Tibson wasn't even the fastest guy behind him. Oh, and
Oh, Owen.
yeah.
That's very loose. And they collected Dre's. He came back on the track.
Jay will be really happy about that, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I pulled
So
a little bit of a
AMS,
Dre. I pulled a little bit of a Dre strategy on Tuesday. Of course, I actually made an unscheduled pit stop for wing damage from a spin. Like,
as Tibson sets
it
the
was,
fastest lap of the race.
yeah, it was around lap 13 where I made the stop.
AMS for the lead. AMS for the lead.
Okay, I'm speaking.
Here we go. Round the outside. Move done.
Yeah, as I was saying, I stopped lap 13 or around that time, and made it to the end just about by staying out when the safety car came out. I did a Dre Avery, pretty much.
And it worked to get you up to P4, yeah?
Yep. So
Well,
I hope some drivers are making notes about that.
I think the alternate strategy of Phoenix is about to smash the fastest lap of the race, by the way. He's found
Yeah.
0.326 and absolutely romped away from Tibson, who I thought possibly had a chance. And I think Tibson himself actually thinks he's got a chance, but he's actually saving more ERS. But it'd be interesting to see how long AMS can take these tyres.
It will be. It might be to the point where Phoenix and Tibson actually catch up to him and need to overtake him.
Possibly. And then will it be time for Scholz to get his elbows out? Mr. Shalabar.
Maybe.
Is the 500 still rain delayed?
Well, it was literally just a spot of rain, but they decided to call off the start. Like, the rain they're going to get during the race isn't even that bad. They can get it all done tonight. I mean, the big patch of rain that they have is going over like Jacksonville and the north of Florida, so it isn't going to hit Daytona.
Yes.
So I don't know really why that NASCAR actually probably hissy fits over those spots of rain. Anyway, back to Mexico City where it isn't raining. We actually got a pretty decent racing amount of cars we actually have on the track.
Well, we're having some fun with the guys that are on track.
The rain is actually cleared over, by the way.
Yeah.
It's just track
Well,
operations to probably get underway though. And there's
Owen
Owen
Wyatt.
Wyatt. He's just retired on the track. His car is still rolling. Look.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. That was not the best of things to retire like. Scholz got a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah. Question is now that Owen Wyatt car is out on the track. Will that cause? Will they feel the need for a safety car? Of course not, because the car's just gone in. Okay. So
So everyone who finishes now, as long as they complete 90% of the race, will get points.
yeah, it was like that anyway, but
Oh yeah, of course it was. Sorry.
you might as well just give them points for turning up. But that's what FTRL did once when it was a race like this around Singapore, but they didn't decide to stream it because of the turnout. But they gave everyone points for turning up, and there was like 10 drivers that turned up. Just gave them points for doing it. No matter what you did in the race, if you did one corner or the whole race, they just gave you points for turning up.
It was a good idea. Owen Wyatt leaves the session. Wonder if he'll come and join the stream. They'll all go to watch Daytona. My mate's on the stream.
Yeah, nothing's happened just yet. Hasn't even got underway.
Well, I can't wait to watch it after this race.
If it will happen.
It will happen, but there is a race to be had here. There's a 3-second gap between the guy who's in the net lead, Phoenix and Tibson, with AMS and Shalabar on the opposite strategy.
Yeah.
And I wonder... Another shout out as well to someone going long on their tyres. Zetzer recovering from a spin in 5th position.
Yep.
But with F3 on the back of him now, and J-Rabe on the back of him, and Paul D closing the gap to all these guys in front now, just 5 seconds behind J-Rabe. So Paul D definitely had pace. And if someone makes a mistake, Zexa picks up the time penalties, I'll talk about him. Bottle.
Bottle. And was that a Mercedes spinning? No, it was not. AMS pulls to the pits, and Shove is going to continue for another lap, which means that he will lead the race again.
He will. And what will AMS do in terms of tyres? It's another set of mediums. So he's used 2 sets of mediums.
Oh, Dre and someone was battling. Yeah, it's extra and F3. Just battle each other.
Yeah, so AMS has gone for another set of mediums. On lap 15, he will have to pit again, so I'm presuming he's going 15 laps, 6 laps on the softs.
Who, AMS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see.
No safety car so far.
Yep.
Look, I would like one.
Phoenix is 2.8 seconds off the lead. Sholb will continue to lead. Whether he stops this time round, I'm not sure. I think it'll bring him out around 6th or 7th position. Looks like he's going for another one. He actually looks quite planted on those tyres, to be fair. He's not really oversteering like I've seen other people doing. He's doing 6/10 of his best time. He's doing okay. He's extending this stint. The longer he goes, the better he'll be in the second part.
Interesting. There's literally no battles. No, though.
There is no battles, this is true. That's what happens when you have a lot of people.
I tell you what will make this race interesting, and for some reason, I don't know why, but the commentators don't do this in real life. Get ready for this. You may have heard this one before.
You have become the young guy. This is what this has become. So, not really many battles out there, but 1.9 now. He's taken a second out of him in a lap as Phoenix. But how long do you think those soft tyres can last?
Well, I don't think it'll be long till they're pitting, to be honest. The only thing that's about it did to go on some.
Is Shalabar better off extending this stint to interfere? Never mind.
Never mind.
I despair sometimes in this division. Nobody thinks with the commentators.
Yeah.
I was going to say, would you have been better off? Zexa gets a spit lane people there.
Bottle hound.
Yes. If he had, and he's Sharp's going to put the hard tyres on and go to the end, as is Zexa.
Yeah.
Paldi and AMS jump. Sharp.
And Mozama King's off of last place, which is nice to see.
He is. He did have pace at the beginning of the race. Obviously, he had to go to those mediums. Doesn't look like he's getting on with them too well. But so is F3 in the best position to win this race? Is this going to be like a real life F1 race where we two stop?
Like it.
Because Tibson and Zexa are going to have to pit again. Phoenix and Tibson rather are going to have to pit again. And
yeah, they'll come up behind Pordy at this rate.
Well, I don't know about that. There's a lot of gap. If you have a look at the interval, oh no, that's to the leader, not to the interval. Sorry, that was wrong. I was looking at the wrong timing screen there. Yeah, you're right. They probably will.
So
is the crossout? Are they starting to lose time to Paldi?
I'm not sure, but they might. Well, bearing in mind Pordy's on all mediums, but bear in mind, well, they might want to extend this one out. Maybe lap 20, 21.
The real telling gap will be what F3's doing.
Yeah.
It's around 7.7 seconds away from the leader. 2 seconds behind Tibson, who's lost a second through the first sector alone. It's time. It really is time. They are really starting to fall away massively, those softs.
It's time to up the Alamo.
I'd be really concerned about what strategy to do here. It's a difficult race, Mexico. Those tyres. Oh, good save there from Felix through the middle sector, through the left-right kink.
Look how much F3's actually reeling in on Tibson.
He really is. I think Tibson will be going to the pits this time by.
No, he's staying out. Phoenix does, though. Now, this is going to be interesting, because where's Bordy? He's coming around the hairpin and through that right-hander in the stadium section, around the last corner.
I think Paldy will get him. I think Schulb might get him.
Yeah, but the Williams garage is right at the end of pit lane. As Paldy comes down the pit straight, he has got him by a long distance. Same
And so did
Shalabar.
Schulb.
What gap is that? What?
And he stuck a set of
1.1.
mediums on. He stuck a set of mediums on.
That's the risk, you know, to get them to the end. 17 laps is asking a lot of them, I feel. It's not even some of the guys that started on made it that long into the race. Not even 12, 13 laps. They pitted around lap 9 or 10, didn't they? If you look at them.
They did. That's why I think Tibson's trying to extend. He knows that if he takes the pain now, he knows he's going to be better at the end.
Yeah.
But those tyres have completely gone. They pushed really hard on them at the beginning of the stint. And that is a lot of cars to overtake, by the way, for Phoenix. He's killing him through the middle sector, being stuck behind a car.
Yeah.
All that dirty air on the front, burning through those tyres.
Oh, Tibson, he sped. And I can see that one coming.
This should be an easy overtake, though, for Phoenix on the back of Shalabar.
We'll have a look, because Shalabar may put up a challenge here, and he doesn't. But look at
DRS
Tibson, look how far away he is from them.
That'd be that 5-second speeding penalty would be massive, but
he wouldn't be able to assert it, would he?
I'm not too sure. He lost a lot of time.
Sexa on the outside of Mozaman.
Oh, that was tight.
Yep.
Morsman with his 12-lap-old mediums fighting back against the 3-lap-old hards to the outside sector.
The outside again, and it's a brilliant move from Zexa, as he'll have the inside line for this corner.
It's the Sondre.
Oh, launched it.
Oh. Oof.
He's launched that, and he took nothing, as you say. Look at this, Harry. F3's taken to the pits.
After 11 laps.
Yep.
Has he used a set of softs? Was he going to put another set of mediums on? What?
Yep.
Did he put a set of softs on?
Phoenix can absolutely smash him. Tell you what, right? Look at AMS. AMS is only on 6-lap-old mediums. The only thing is, he started the race on them.
Yeah, AMS definitely right. So far, let's have a little look on this how many stops we've made. We need to have a look here. This is. That's what I want. What do I want? Yeah, I'm trying to find out what do I want. I don't want leader. DL stops, right. So J-Ray's made 1 stop. AMS has made 1 stop. Paulie's made 1 stop. Phoenix has now done 2 stops. Shoulder's done 1 stop. Tibson's done 2 stops. Felix has done 2 stops. Sondra's done 1 stop. And Moores Manor King's done 1 stop, right? But in terms of tyre choices, they have not made the right tyre choices. There is no way. There's no way some of these guys can get to the end.
Nope. I think Phoenix will struggle to get his tyres to the end. Honestly.
I think so. AMS is going to absolutely. I mean, AMS has got more pace than J. Phoenix has gone to. Phoenix has gone to a third position now with the stops of Pauldy. Pauldy's put on a set of soft tyres that he's going to try and get to the end. Interesting.
Yep. And Pauldy.
But if Phoenix can quickly get through Tibson, which is a big ask, he could be in the position to win this race. Because Phoenix's tyres will be 2 laps older, and Phoenix's tyres will be... He's just locked up as well. His tyres will be absolutely dead by the end. Compared to everyone else in this division so far. Everyone else has managed... I think the most anyone's done on those tyres is 14 laps.
Yeah, I don't know if you've realised, but F3's overtaken Tibson.
So I just said, I think he's in a position to win this race. Scholb is definitely going to the end, by the way. That is for sure. That man will not have to stop again. We know that. That is definite. That is 110% definite that Scholb will not have to pit again. J-Ray has to pit again. AMS definitely has to pit again. Phoenix, not sure. Scholb doesn't have to pit. F3 doesn't have to pit. Or does he? Does he use both types of tyre? I'm not sure. Jamie, are you sure?
Wait, what was that? Sorry.
As Felix used both sets of the tyre.
Both sets of mediums?
Compounds. Oh, did he use both sets of mediums?
No. He's gone soft, medium.
Soft, medium. Phoenix went soft, medium as well. He picks up the time penalties we talked about him, Felix. But Phoenix is catching that gap to Jay in front. These guys are trying to extend their tyres as much as possible so they can go on to the softs at the end. The softs have only done 6 or 7 laps. So AMS... You know what? AMS could win this.
He needs to stop again though, because he's...
I know he needs to stop again, but they all need to stop again, barring Scholb. And the tyre wear...
Does that mean that Scholb is going to win the race?
Possibly, because I don't think... Unless they're a lot better on tyres than everyone else has been this week. I've never seen anyone do a longer stint. I mean, Jay looks great on tyres. And we know his history on tyres as Felix gets past Scholb. But we know the history on tyre wear around this circuit. We've seen in this race, most people can only do 14 or 15 laps on those tyres. And Phoenix now is getting towards the back of Jay, but he has got 5 lap old, going up towards 6 lap old tyres, which means he'll have to do another 12 laps, which means he'll have to take those mediums 18 laps. That is right in the puncture danger zone. Will he risk it?
You'll have to. You'll have to.
Because all these guys in front, when they stop, people like AMS I reckon will go to about lap 30.
Yeah. For a set of softs.
Yeah, and then it'll be quick at the end. Now, people like Tibson and people like Felix have got 3 and 4 lap old tyres. They're going to be tight as well. So that's what I'm saying. Scholb, even though he's 6th at the moment, could be on for a podium with the alternate strategy, as could AMS, learning from his mistake the other night.
Yeah.
But that will all play out in the last couple of leaves.
So we got 11 to go. It's anyone's race, really.
It's the strategy is played out.
I don't know why I've gone so silent.
Huh?
Why have we gone so silent?
I don't know, it's a bit of a... It's hard to talk, but here we come with Phoenix, with DRS, ERS, should get J, does get J.
When your car is in the toe like that, on a straight car in front, yeah, you shouldn't really defend. It's going to lose out.
Which he didn't. J picks up a 3-second time penalty, he'd be annoyed at that. Felix is reeling him in as well. He's bringing Simpson along for the ride, and Shalabar. Texas done well on those hards to recover. Baldy is going to try and make the softs last till the end of the race. That's a hard play. So Mr. AMS at the moment. Let's have it in the chat, lads. The 7 that are watching, let's have your decisions of who you think's going to win this race. We sit 10 laps to go with alternate strategies converging on each other, with Phoenix being the class of the field, but on 7-lap old tyres trying to go to the end. So you have to do 17 laps on the medium tyre. Is it possible? Will he be able to get to the tyres to the end without making a mistake? Tell us in the chat. So Toxic Tomato thinks Phoenix has got it won. What, 16 lap tyres?
AMS pits.
So does J Raybay. And if they put a set of mediums on, then we're dead. So AMS is going to try and go to the end. He got held to try and release him, but he's put his softs on. So AMS attacking for the podium.
Was a championship contender earlier on in the season, but unfortunately has not lived up to that standard.
Was anyone really a championship contender? Was Brand kind of had this one for a long way out? I think it was the run of six wins in 5 races, or so, or 5 wins in 7 races.
Before Brand started dominating everything.
That mid-season break. I believe in Felix, but Phoenix can go to the end. So you think Phoenix can get those tyres to the end? Despite the fact no one else has all day. Toxic Tomato in the chat. Well, it'll be interesting to see. Beautiful. Corner cutting of the finest degree.
I profusely agree.
It's a 4.3 second gap with 2 lap better tyres. I'd love to see... You think you can go to the end? What, not with Puncher possible? He was stuck behind some cars for a while when he locked up the fronts a bit. I mean, you guys are a lot better on tyres than us lot, so...
Yeah.
That's true.
They're the better drivers, we're not. They're the sweats, we're not.
I never said that. I thought it, but I didn't say it. So yeah, so Felix with a 4-second lead. But it's the battle for the podium that's going to be interesting. Tibson, Shalabar, Zexa, Baldy, and AMS all converging on each other for the last step on the podium. I mean, a safety car now would be amazing.
Was Armin Kingston in the race?
No, he's not in the race. Not that we're saying crash on purpose in front of the field, but, you know, crashing for purpose in front of the field.
And it looks like that Phoenix is going to win. Oh! Oh, there's a racing point on the last corner. Oh, he's in! He's upside down! He's upside down! Felix is upside down!
Possibly. Baldy is going to gobble up Zexa on this main straight. That Renault is looking hungry for the back of the Ferrari, even though J Raybay on the new set of softs sets the fastest up of the race, but we don't care about that because Zexa is going to be passed by the Irish magician.
I'm from Ireland and I'm just always gonna go. That was not racist. Oh no, that's a crash.
Oh. What happened to Zexa? I looked away for a second.
He
what happened?
Lost the back end.
I'm expecting to let his teammate through.
If you look on the stream.
Yeah. Well, he let his teammate through. His teammate's happy with that because he's made a position, and he can get after. But look who's on the back of Paldy now.
Mr. Kermiles.
Mr. AMS.
Indeed. With the Norwich City colour helmet. I do believe he is from Norfolk as well, actually.
From Norfolk?
I call it Norfolk, I don't know why.
Well, he's definitely on the back of Paldy and looking at a top 5 tonight. Because here we go. Zexa with another 5-second penalty. Top 6 tonight will be pleased about that.
AMS is through, but locked the brakes and has gone a bit wide. And if you're interested in a Daytona 500, good news, because the drivers are getting back inside the cars. And it looks like we might be just getting some racing.
Excellent. I'll be able to watch that as soon as we finish here. With Phoenix still with a 4.5-second lead over Felix, and then Tibson in third, trying to hold the podium with his 3-second gap over Shalabar. AMS closing that down there, of course, with 6 laps to go. Paldy, I think his race has been run with those 8-lap-old soft tyres. J Ray is currently the fastest man on the circuit, but has got a big gap to find the podium, let alone the top 5, maybe beforehand. And Moore's Manor King is just driving round as he sets up for points at the end of the season. So really, no real battles out on the track.
Lavale Jablay.
But the racing this season has been decent. Shame not to see some of the guys for the last time this year, and the last time with me and Jamie commentating. But
last 5 laps, you might as well just enjoy it.
Last 5 laps of the season, last 5 laps of the F3 era.
Maybe one day we can get back to commentating with each other.
Possibly. I mean, we've been teammates for 2 seasons now.
Yep.
And
Yellow flags, and it's not Sandro, it's no one.
Can't see anyone off. Hoping it might be Phoenix, but
it's no. Phoenix! Oh no, it's not.
No, it's not. It's when you cut back to them halfway through the S section, they all look like they're about to have a massive accident.
Yeah, like the Formula E guys and the Paraltada. Surprisingly, no one had someone didn't have a monumental accident somehow.
No, it was turn 1 they all seemed to struggle with. AMS on the back of Scholb.
And that one corner where Bird went off.
This should be easy. Well, I don't know, he's not got any ERS. It'd be ERS and DRS. So ERS power of the Haas versus DRS with no ERS. Let's see who wins.
Good old AMS not having any ERS to fight with.
But we'll get a second bite of the cherry with the double detection zone. Didn't get the best exit.
There's nothing in the tank though.
There's nothing in the tank at all. Well, the class of the field isn't here tonight, but the guy who's the closest to him has been, and he looks like he's got this race all sewn up as Zexa puts the fastest lap of the race in for the extra point.
And that's what that season has been missing. Or this season, for Zexa at least.
AMS and Scholb into the stadium section now. AMS has saved up a little bit more ERS now. Should be a lot closer this time, and I think he should get it done finally. Scholb right over to the right hand side. That's a big oof to cover that inside line that early. To the outside.
He's an easy move.
Great move.
Didn't want to fight him.
He made it as difficult as he could do without being dangerous, to be fair.
Yeah.
And will he be able to hang on and keep Paldy down in 6th position? With a great recovery drive, really, from Paldy. He was backwards on halfway through the race and has managed to do it. And Shalabar has got the pit warning light on, which means I'm guessing that's fuel. It will be because he doesn't have a teammate. So he's got a fuel warning light 3 laps from the end. That's exactly what you want to see when you're trying to keep a top 5.
Yeah. Phoenix now, as he'll start lap number 34 of this race in a couple of moments.
Phoenix has just lost half a second. 15 lap old mediums. This could get tasty. He's regained that half a second down the straight, but that's not the point.
But that's the Williams going down the straight.
Yeah, back down to under 4 seconds for the first time in a long time.
And colossally, that's Phoenix.
This could change and will change the World Championship.
Even though it's ready in the bag.
Adelaide, 1986 BBC Murray Walker commentary there for Nigel Mansell's colossal tyre blowout. It's down to 3.5 seconds. It's down to 3.4. What is going on? Is he okay?
Here he comes, here he comes. He's approaching a bar straight or not. And they actually got up to 3.4. Down to 3.2. He's catching again. He's looking quicker than Phoenix again. No, he's not. Phoenix is now quicker again. But that's because Phoenix is going for a corner. He is now down to 5.26562.
He's actually got quite a lot of pace. I'm quite surprised.
433. 457. It's going up, and it's going.
Well, it's less than what it was last lap. I mean, he's gained a second in a lap. The shame is there's 2 laps to go, so it won't be enough.
Yeah, and as this race ends, another one starts at Daytona. It should have really started when this race started.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll be able to get a wreck, and maybe we'll miss a wreck, and they'll go behind the safety car, and we'll be able to watch the race afterwards.
Well, the bad thing is if they wreck early on, there's more chance the rain is going to delay everything.
It's alright. I thought you said you don't have to be up for anything in the morning. Be a late night watching Daytona. Talking about late nights, it's going to be a late night for the stewards, I feel, tonight, because they'll have nothing to do. They'll be so shocked. Not really any incidents that I've seen.
Rain, go away. Come back again tomorrow, because that's when there's no NASCAR.
3-second gap as we go on to the last lap. And with the red, is that the red fuel warning for Phoenix?
It is. But it needs to be the yellow fuel warning if he's going to run out of fuel. He'll be monitoring.
Just come on for F3.
Monitoring that.
3 seconds on that. You can push the clutch in and roll it home, I think. Jay Raybay and Pauldy for 6th. Sexa picks up a penalty for all time's sake.
Yep. But that's the final few corners.
19 laps of Scholb, by the way, on the hards. Well done.
Yep. As the final few corners of this commentary team and this season are about to be completed, the fireworks are going off in the stands of the baseball stadium here in the Circuit Hermanos Rodriguez. I don't know what it's called. As Phoenix comes round the last corner, he wins the race. Felix wins, comes second with a penalty in mind. Tibson will come home in third with a massive penalty. Will AMS get him? No, he doesn't.
No. Will Scholb get any of them?
Oh, he just ran one.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, there's a battle coming across the line between Paulie and Dre, and Paulie actually beat Shalabar in the end. There wasn't much of a race.
Yeah, with his and Moz Feather King here with his last effort that we'll commentate over through the last corner and leave it for Mr. Bottle himself to come out and round out our commentary train.
Do some
Amanda used to
donuts,
race me
Sexton.
and
Do
you.
some donuts. They're going green this lap, by the way, Daytona. This is perfect timing.
Oh yeah, nice slide. Nice slide.
And that is it. That is it.
Well, it's been fun.
Goodbye. See you all whenever. No, I ain't gonna do that.
Well, there's
So,
the final results from the Mexican Grand Prix. Phoenix, the only guy not to pick up a penalty, and by not picking up a penalty, he confirmed he was going to win the race, in my opinion. The fastest lap of the race was set by Mr. Bottle himself, Zexo, 15.8.37, and that is the end of the commentary team and the end of F3 this season. There'll be a race of champions, but we won't be there.
This has been great. One of us needs to say something.
One of us needs to say something. Is that our comms work? Yeah. We won't see you again. You can catch us both on our own channels, and we'll no doubt be racing.
I don't upload.
I do. You can catch us both if we're still in the same division. We'll stay in a party if you like mine and Jamie's humour and chats, and we'll see you all again soon.
Yep. It's been a pleasure. I know I said this in Bahrain, but this time it's probably for sure that this will be our last time commentating together. Yeah. This is been Jamie295. He has been HMFC. And for one final time, goodbye. Harry, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.